technology is one of those fields where you constantly have, you talked about growth mindset at the beginning, always have to learn something, right? And that's one of the fields where I feel like this is one of the fields where you have to constantly do that. You have to learn something new. It's like, I remember when I first graduated from college, everyone was like, Java's the cool thing. Now it's like Java felt like COBOL for me. When I first graduated, no one wants to do Java anymore. Everyone wants to do the next cool language, whatever it
Yeah.
is.
Everyone's into Python now over Java. Everyone in Georgia Tech, all the kids growing up, it's all you're learning on Python. Java is a legacy language now.
Yeah, and I can understand why. I mean, there's just a lot of kind of ceremony or heaviness with Java that you have to, whereas Python is more kind of straightforward and direct. And my kid takes a programming class in the weekend and he's learning it in Python, and I love the fact that he's doing it in Python because it's such a simplistic language where you can get all the basic concepts of programming across. So I love that aspect about Python. But going back to your main point, it's just that the growth mindset, I think, is a really key thing to surviving in the technology industry, whether you're an individual contributor writing code, or you're a manager or a VP or a director, or a CTO, CIO type. You have to be constantly learning new things. And the other thing I think you mentioned that really resonates, you talked about that authenticity of passion. Your passion is in technology is deep. You can choose to watch Netflix with your wife, but in the evenings you're watching YouTube videos about core patterns or quantum computing and whatnot. I still find it hilarious that you rather do that, but
we're in opposite rooms. She's actually watching The Sopranos right now. She's finishing the whole Sopranos series, so she'll be in there in the other room watching The Sopranos, and I'll be in the bedroom with the other TV watching my series because it bores her to death. But it's what I enjoy.
I think that's a big part of it. And I love the part where you're like, for lack of a better description, the social justice about whatever I learn, I give it back to the people. And what I really admire about you at a certain level is that I've seen that happen over an extended period of time. Everything you've were interested in, you've shared with me, you've shared with your peers, you've shared with your team, and then you take it quite seriously. You actually follow through with it. And I've sat in on so many of your innovation times and lunch and learns, and I love that aspect about you. And I continue to learn as much as I can from you, not only just the topic itself, but just the passion and the structure, the simplicity of the structure in which you kind of disseminate this information. So I love that about you.